My parents used to own an inbound tour operator. It's sold since then, but so I've grown up with incoming tour operations and the company and everything. And when I was finishing off computer science school, I was seeing these queues in front of my mother's desk. It's like, why are people queuing up? They're just like standing and waiting. And it turns out that she was the only one who could remember all of the contracts for all of the suppliers. And I was like, so yeah, which hotel should we go to in Bergen on this date? It should be, yeah, okay, so we can go here, here, here. But let me look through, going through the folders. And so basically what happened is that people were queuing up because they didn't know. So I was like, okay, but how can we make this better? So the first system that I actually made was a small little system called Finder, and it was like a mini booking.com where we just put in the rates of all of those contracts in the folder and took the oldest computer that we had in the office and put it on, and people accessed it through the web browser from theirs, and they could just look up the date and the region, and whoop, everybody was now an expert, and there was no queue in there. So that was like the first system that we made. That's how it got started. Yeah. So what happened was that back in 2010, I started making this system. And it takes a while to make a system and really get all the parts up and running. And so there was another system for making vouchers. And towards the end of the summer 2010, suddenly the computer that was running the voucher system broke down. Hard disk was destroyed. There was nothing left. And Nitro was, about almost ready to run, but there was no vouchers. So from like 10 o'clock, we was like, okay, we need a solution. And I sat down and I made a voucher system in 3.5 hours, and they could issue the vouchers for the weekend. In the end, I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it worked. And that really got people started with using the system. Then we got data running. So, it was not supposed to really be phased in at that point, but suddenly everybody in the whole company had to get on it. And that was like a boost to start with the system. Yeah. So back in 2015, I developed Nitro over these years. So back in 2015, I founded the company to try to sell it to other inbound tour operators across Europe, and it was working really well for Trans-Nordic Tours, as it was called, my parents' company. We've doubled the amount of business that each operator could handle. So huge improvement. But our first customer, was slightly different. So we started, adding in different types of quotation types. So you could do a total price for FIT instead of package tours. That was like the first new customer. The next customer also, they did itemized. So continuing to add in things, creating a plugin system so that they could have some different things. It actually, for every little thing, that new company that we meet, and it's still like that today. Of course, not as abrupt or not as massive, but every day today when we get a new customer, we do changes. They see things from the outside. It's like, how to understand this, and we make changes and we make adjustments that just continuously improves the system. It's definitely about being close to the customers, being close to the people who are, having weekly meetings with certain companies that are pushing the envelope, our new companies that are coming in, having a very close loop between sales and onboarding, people starting up, and the existing customers, and then development. So designing the product, you really need to understand the pain that people, the problem that people are having. So being close and iterating super fast. That's what we do. Definitely, what sets Nitro apart from the other companies that do approximately the same is keeping it simple. So what we do is that we're super context aware. When you are preparing a quotation, then we don't show all of the booking stuff. We only provide you the things that are relevant for what you're doing right now. There's so many systems that are like mazes of tables and have buttons all over the place. What we do is we really try to keep a clean interface, because that means that you as a user can focus on the customer, you can focus on the product, and you can focus on making money with the system. It's some incredible things that are rolling over us now. We have already started to implement some AI features, for example, for loading contracts, where usually you get supplier contracts, you put them into your system. Now we have that you can copy the text in, and Nitro will read, or the AI in Nitro will read through that, and then load the contracts for you. You basically just have to approve the things. So and this will continue. Just today we got access to like dropping entire files in, so it'll just read through that, and there will be so many things that will be changed by the AI, generating better text, generating images, noticing a potential problem in your tour, helping you build a tour. Lots of changes are coming.